think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you be ballin' too. I know you seen us falling through. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's greater haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch ass. You can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bread, you talk to the head. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, I'm right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly it down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
Look, you see that other chick ask that. She said with the cash, that rim said with the paper, plastic product and
they want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Still nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eating bullet for dinner.
5 boy sale, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me such monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleed. I can just leaving nigga bleed. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sonny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleed. I can just squeeze and leave a nigga bleed.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying?
Hey, what up, what up, what up? Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Hope everybody doing well. Shout out to the family, man. You know, I got the link pinned. Anybody want to hop up here as well? Dr. Key, she focused on the war right now, so she not coming today. Tracking 327, salute my brother. Peace and blessings. Raw Walker, Shalom King. Peace and blessings. Joseph Ramia, salute King. Peace and blessings. All things. Big AMC FSG, salute, salute. Richie L, what it do, homie? Peace and blessings to you, my brother. Shalom to my brother in the building, Mr. Altruistic. Shout out to the beautiful Miss Joette in the building. Salute, Queen. Light skin business in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Who else in here? Yeah, see, I don't be stressing the war because I know this war got to happen. Like the Most High said that it has to happen, you know. And if this doesn't happen, then we can never take our place back. So, you know, I'm kind of excited about it anyway. Like we've been waiting on this right here. We've been waiting to get back to where the fuck we belong. You feel me? Because only can them people get out the way can we come back. That's the only way we can do that. But yeah, salute. I'm at the house. I got my essentials yesterday. Salute to everybody. You know, exactly, Mr. Altruistic. You know, that's the only way we can come back. We need for the lake of fire to right here is where the lake of fire will be. A lot of people be worried about going to hell when they die. No, we already lived through hell. The lake of fire will be here. It's gonna be interthermonuclear missiles. It's gonna be hitting here. And this is what it was prophesied in the Bible. Everything in the Bible has been prophesied and it's come true except for this. And this is what we waiting on. I appreciate you, beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad to be home. Glad to be home. No more getting stuck. No more IVs. No more none of that shit. I'm cool. I'm happy about it. But y'all, like Miss Joanne say, y'all smash that like button coming in the door, please. Appreciate it. And you know, you can always feel free to donate to the cause, the Cash App or the PayPal, if you don't mind. You know, all I ask for is 5 people a day to support the grind, just 5. But let's get it started. And I got the link pinned. Anybody want to come up here and get they little thing? Lee Jackson, salute, salute, King. But should I go again? Should I talk about Bill Haney or should I talk about the Normans first? Which one y'all want to talk about first? The Haneys or the Normans? Both of them full of shit. Both of them full of shit. Shout out to my brother Brian the King Falcone in the building. Salute, salute, salute. All right, we're going to talk about the Normans, Brian the King Falcon. So the Normans, first off, they've been going back and forth with Bill Haney, right? And they talking about they're going to pull up on them, right? So I'm like, all right, yeah. We're like, my nigga KO said, we not trying to see them have no sparring battles. Ain't nobody trying to see Brian Norman and Devin Haney fucking spar. We not going for no sparring fucking battles. That's not what we looking for. If they're going to fight, get in the fucking ring. But it's funny now that Brian Norman and his dad talking about they want to wait to see what Barrios and Pacquiao do when they fight, right? This the same Norman family that sat there and said, we not waiting on Boots. But now that Boots is vacating, moved up, Now the Normans are sitting around waiting on fights. They sitting around trying to unify. Basically, they want to try capturing all. They trying to be like Pokemon and catch them all. But it's kind of funny because they could have caught two in one go. Frequent, hit the link, bro. Hit the link, Frequent. Because no, Norman is not trying to duck Hanos. Hanos trying to have a sparring match. He's not even trying to fight for real with Brian Norman, Frequent. But hit the link, Frequent. Malik Taylor, salute, King. Peace and blessings. Salute to you. Devin Haney and Bill looking for a 140 pounder that they can pull up to 144, 145. They don't really want that work at 147. I don't know why Norman would duck Haney when he could stop Haney. Shout out to my man Desmond Johnson in the building. One thing I've realized, Brian Norman is a lot better than I thought he was. I got to give him credit for it. He still ain't no Boots, though. If he get in there with Boots, he'll still get decimated. He would still get decimated like old chicken in a salad. You know, shout out to my man Planet 619. You know, if Manny Pacquiao wins Planet 619, Brian Norman would never get a Manny Pacquiao fight. Manny Pacquiao ain't fighting nobody like Brian Norman. James Dunnigan, salute, King, peace and blessings. Manny Pacquiao would never fight a nigga that's on Michaela Mailer's undercard. I'm sorry. It's not worth it for Pacquiao. Pacquiao in this for two things. He had to win that belt, then he waiting for a tank fight. If they tell Pacquiao he has to fight Norman before he can try to get that tank fight, Pacquiao would drop that fucking belt like Riddick Bowe so fucking fast. Says Norman's dream scenario. Yeah. Manny looking for that Tank Davis payday. Oh, yeah. They would love that right there. Yeah, the Normans would love to get in there with Spence right now, honestly. The Normans looking for a name. And they're looking for somebody easier that Brian Norman could beat. Like, and I sat there and I went back and looked at Brian Norman. He's still young. And he still got a lot of intangibles. Like, Brian Norman could actually be a pretty decent fighter. I went back and looked at his fights. Like, he could actually be pretty good. Especially the way he dropped that left on Sasaki. Like, I'm like, okay. Then I went back and looked at Gio Santillan fight. Like, Brian Norman could be a pretty decent fighter. Price Boy, salute. Peace and blessings, man. Frequent, just hit the fucking link, nigga. Or are you scared, nigga? Because you could damn sure hit that link. Tells why Ghetto Bill and Devin, they want to spar Brian Norman, but don't want to fight him for real. Devin always trying to get in a sparring match with some headgears and 16-ounce gloves. Exactly, Rod Walker. His spacing is getting better each fight. That's why I said he's improving a lot. He's not smothering himself like he did in that Quentin Randall fight. Oh, shit. That hurt. Yeah, Planet 619. They was talking about they'll pull up at the gym on each other. That's sparring to me. When you say you go pull up at the gym, that's sparring. Andy Gill, salute. Hell yeah. But Bill big woofing on the net. Motherfucker talking about Devin the best at this, the best at that. Then talking about he done took Tank's motherfucking stardom already. I'm like, how the hell did Devin take Tank? Like, I be wondering, y'all, does Bill fucking actor if you think about it? Because Bill has to even make his son believe the shit that he fucking say. That shit lovely as hell. Exactly. Clout and protective gear. That's what I said. Devin don't really want to fight at 147. And he really don't want to fight Brian Norman. If they think Ryan Garcia put some hands and feet on Devin. Now Devin, he got Brian Norman in experience. He got him in that. He got him in age. Shout out to the beautiful Queen Miss Barbara D in the building. But I think Brian Norman bust Devin ass up. He's gonna bust him up. Frequent. You keep trying to do that. Why don't you just hit the link, Frequent? Hop up here. I'm giving you a free. I'm telling you to come on up here, Frequent. It's funny when a nigga don't want you up here, you always popping your head up here. But when a nigga asks you to come up here, you get all bashful and shy like a female nigga. Hop your ass up here. You always at work when I want to get on your goddamn ass. Convenient. Nigga, you don't work. You fly damn motherfucking damn spy machines, nigga. You be on your motherfucking drones peeping in windows and female locker rooms and shit, nigga. Your name Tommy Frequent. You ain't got no job, Tommy. Tommy, you ain't got no job. Yeah, altruistic. You know that nigga ain't got no goddamn job. Rick Timms, salute. Matter of fact, my boy Rick Timms here. Rick Timms, hit that link. I gotta ask you something, my brother. Rick Timms is exactly the motherfucker I need to speak to about this situation. B-Dog, salute. Rick Timms, our resident bud expert, is in the building. Salute to my nigga Rick Timms. Rick Timms, come on up here, my nigga. Cause I seen some shit. Oh, okay, Miss Barbara D. I'm gonna leave his ass alone, dude. I'm gonna leave his ass alone. The link pinned to the top of the chat, Rick Timms. The link is pinned. Yeah, you say men's locker room, you ain't trying to cheat. Nah, I ain't gonna say you're in the men's locker room frequent. I hope you ain't in the men's locker room, my nigga. Cause if you is, you already know, man. You helping them get the slow go. Yep. Oh, Barbara D, you ain't got to say, boo, I know what's going on. I'm just fucking around too. Shit. I'm waiting on Rick right now. Rick Timms, report to the stage. Mr. Rick Timms, report to the stage. Yes, sir. Damn, did Rick get missing, y'all? Think Rick got missing. Well, I'm gonna keep it going. It's I'm gonna see if she can come back tomorrow, Miss Joette. I know y'all miss her right now. But what I do want to talk about, and I guess Rick can chime in when he get a chance. Popping that jab, salute, King. What do y'all think about Bud's new energy? What do y'all think about the way Bud has carried it now? You got my brother up here, Mr. Richardson Timms.
What up, homie?
Hey, tell me how you love that last presser.
Which one? When they on
The
top of the
one
building?
the one where Bud was walking Canelo down and Canelo backed up and Canelo realized that he was getting backed the fuck up.
Oh, hey man, you know they gotta sell the fight. You know, whether they planned that or not. Hey, either way, Bud's starting to show the type of energy that Canelo not used to. You know, he not being ultra disrespectful. You know, he ain't calling him a like Benavidez and all that. But Bud's showing him, hey, I'm the smaller man, but I'm not scared. So, hey, man, they both coming to fight. I'm ready for a nice bout on the 13th, man. You there, up? I am my own. Hey, can the chat hear me? I don't know what happened to Up. Is it me or is it him, y'all? All right.
Give me 1 second,
No.
Rick. Give me 1 second. That's me.
All right, I keep going. No, I'm in the bedroom, Brian. Ain't no damn bathroom, man. I'm about to get in the car, actually, man. Dude, hey, I'm ready for all these fights coming up. Not just Bud and Canelo. I'm excited about Shakur and Zepeda. Hell, I'm excited about Deontay coming back this Friday, June 27th.
Bruh,
You know, that's
I was about to say people don't realize this is a good time for boxing though, bro. It really is a good time for boxing.
Hell yeah, no doubt. I'm ready.
Because I'm ready because Shakur talking crazy. But this is what I'm saying. At first, we seen them eating dinner together and shit, Rick. And I'm like, bro, You talking about this supposed to be a big ass fight? We all supposed to be wanting to see this goddamn fight. I'm not trying to see these niggas play nice. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when have we ever seen two people about to have a huge fight and they sitting there having dinner together? Now, afterwards, that's different. Not before the fight. So I was kind of loving it when the other day Bud kind of got punked a little bit, right? And then everybody got on Bud's case. And Bud, it made Bud get that real energy. Yeah, it was basically on a date, Planet 619. It was like three niggas on a date. And it was like Turkey was facilitating the broke backishness of the mountainous. Like, this nigga already said he don't want ring girls no more. He want ring boys. Like, why the fuck do we talk about having ring boys in a goddamn fight, man? That is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. But
Man,
then,
you
said what?
women don't get no love over there.
That's why I said Turkey is the leader behind the LGBTQ movement, bro. He's here to make the flames. He's here to make the flames burn bright. I don't care what nobody say. He has a flaming agenda. He has a flaming agenda. Look at the damn picture of Bud and Canelo. He got the motherfuckers in some tore up motherfucking shorts and shit. They look like Lil Nas X and motherfucking damn Ricky Martin, bro. Bud and Canelo look like Ricky Martin and Nas X. Rick.
Yeah, dog. All that friendly shit, they can throw that out the window, man, because they going at each other's neck September 13th.
But this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Turkey wanted to keep the shit like that, but then the other day, Canelo ended up punking Bud and everybody got on Bud. So I love the way he came back with his energy on the next one. Like, Canelo ain't used to know. Look, the aesthetic. It was the aesthetic that got Canelo. We've never seen Canelo push back. Not in the ring, not in life. Canelo always comes forward. Everybody knows Canelo's a come forward person. Canelo was getting pushed back, and Bud was steady walking forward, laughing and joking. Canelo didn't like the way that fucking shit feels right there. If you look, you want me to tell you how I know he didn't like that shit, Rick? Because after Canelo realized what's going on, he like, hold up. This nigga tried to punk me. Like, Canelo felt some type of way because when Bud walked up on him, Rick, did you see the way he pushed Bud up off of him? That wasn't even like a nigga, fuck you, nigga. No, that was like a, I ain't gonna be no bitch. That was a, I'm not gonna be no bitch type push off. Like, you know, like, you're not trying to offend the nigga, but you're trying to get him out your personal space. He was trying to get Bud out of his personal space. He wasn't trying to offend Bud. And then Canelo realized, like, hold the fuck up. I'm Canelo. That's why if you go back and look, Rick, Canelo gave Bud a mean ass glare, bro. He gave Bud a mean ass glare. Then he pointed to that motherfucker like, nigga, you done got uppity. You done embarrassed me on fucking stage. He said, you done embarrassed me on stage. Next thing you know, you see Canelo, he tell Bud, this is what I'm gonna do to your motherfucking ass. You see Canelo start throwing punches. Canelo was in his feelings, boy. I say, boy, Bud done pissed Canelo off. I say, they about to get into it now. Now I want to see the fight. I'm still not paying $70 for no press to go see a damn press conference. Fuck no. But now the fight is getting lit, Rick. The fight lit now.
Hey, so you know what? Hey, that got me anticipating their press conference in LA. Whether it's Vegas next or LA, shit finna start getting real because they I know they tired of seeing each other. They've been flying all around the world. They've been sitting down. They done had dinner, like you said. Hey man, I get tired of seeing this motherfucker, especially when they both.
You know what's fucked up? You know what's fucked up though, Rick?
What?
Like this fight is all the way in September, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he not pushing the Shakur fight? Why is he not pushing the other fights that's coming up? He's not talking about none of these other fights. He's putting all his eggs in that motherfucking basket right there. And no, Canelo has always been taller than Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is not a tall person. Terence Crawford, y'all realize, fought at 135. Terence Crawford just got a long ass, extremely long reach. He got reach like a monkey. That's what that is. Terence Crawford ain't never been tall. I think Terence Crawford like 5'7", 5'8". Earl Spence is 5'9". He was taller than Crawford.
And Canelo, they put on his high heel shoes to be eye to eye with Bud because in the ring after Skull, Canelo was looking up to Bud. Now Canelo looking straight at Bud. Man, we see what's
Actually,
going
he was
on.
looking
Canelo.
down. He was looking down the Bud.
Yeah, slightly. So, hey, man.
They're the same person. Track. I think he mean Canelo's taller than Crawford. I don't know which one he's talking about.
No, Bud taller than Canelo.
But you know something though, Rick? Honestly, I like to ride with my people. I would love to see Bud go in there and get this win, right? But Rick, I'm just telling you from I'm just telling you from experience, bro. Yeah. And for me, changing weight levels and changing weight classes and shit, bro. Do you know what Charlo said? Charlo said the worst mistake he did was put that extra weight up. He said he wished he would have came in under, because he said that way he would have kept his speed and everything. Bud has not fought at that weight, bro. Bud wasn't looking that fast when he fought Madrimov. He didn't look like he had no pop in his shot when he fought Madrimov either. Canelo is faster than Madrimov, bro. And Charlo, I'm just talking about, Charlo said, I ain't never felt shit like that until Canelo hit me. He said he felt it through the guard. Mm-hmm. Now this the shit right here. Like, Bud, I've seen Mean Machine put Bud down. Yep. You seen it. I've seen Yuriokis Gamboa have Bud stanky leg.
And I'm just one note on context of when Gamboa rocked Bud and had him with the skinny spaghetti leg. Bud had got cute. Bud had both his hands down. And Gamboa popped his ass. And he learned a valuable lesson. He ain't gonna put his hands down against no Canelo.
Gamboa was my favorite fighter at 122. That was my favorite fighter at 122 and 126. I wanted to see him in Walmart. I wanted him in Walmart, then I wanted him and Mikey Garcia. But that shit got Orlando Salido ruined all that. Because Yuriokis Gamboa had the WBC, Walmart had the WBO and the WBA, Mikey had the IBF. And Walmart wanted to take the tune-up fight before he fought Gamboa. And that tune-up fight tuned his ass all the way up. That nigga Salido knocked that nigga ass out. Then he got a rematch and knocked his ass out again. I said, you son of a bitch. Like, Rick, I was crying, bro. I said, that was my fight. Because look, that's all I was talking about, Gamboa versus Walmart. Because I said, boy, Yuriokis Gamboa, he was the Cyclone Guantanamo. They called him the Cycle de Guantanamo. And I said, he gonna fuck that nigga up. And Walmart was Puerto Rican. Walmart wasn't trying to get in there with that motherfucker. I see why. But what I'm saying is, I've watched Canelo sit down Jaime Munguia. I've watched Canelo sit down Edward Berlanga. I've watched Canelo send Caleb Plant to the dark realm. I've seen Canelo make Charlo go to the knee, and Charlo got a fucking beard. You can say what the fuck you want. Charlo got a fucking beard. I've watched him eat shit. I watched him eat shit and shit. I watched him eat shit and shit out greatness at 154. But when Canelo hit that motherfucker, matter of fact, you remember when Canelo was fighting that white boy that was way bigger than him, right? What was his name? Callum Smith or some shit?
Callum Smith, yeah.
Yeah, that nigga's a damn light heavyweight. Not a light heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight now, right?
Right.
I watched Canelo. That nigga was trying to block Canelo. You don't remember what Canelo did to that nigga arms? Remember, he was punching through that nigga guard, and he fucked up that nigga arms, like both his damn arms. Remember his arms, like he punished the nigga. He had that nigga arms looking like Popeye. Like the nigga looked like real life Popeye in the forearms.
Yeah. Big arms too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he tore Andy Gill. He tore that nigga's muscles. He tore Rick, that nigga tore Callum Smith's muscles. Oh, he at 175. Okay, cool. And yeah, he put Billy Joe Saunders out. And Billy Joe Saunders, I used to like Billy Joe because Billy Joe was a hell of a defensive fighter. He knocked that nigga out. Yeah, that nigga arms was destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what? Hey,
you say what, Rick? can't hear you.
Now, what I was saying all of this is what make the fight that much more intriguing. Bud got a shitload of obstacles to overcome. So, man, it's going to be lovely to see how he handle all this, because it ain't going to be easy, man. It ain't going to be easy, and I'm ready for it. Ready.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just was like, damn, Bud, you should at least took a fight at 160 or something, bro.
That's all right.
But if you'd have fought Carlos Adames at 160, I would have gave the edge to Adames. Just like if he would have fought Charlo at 154, I would have took Charlo. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my nigga Jay Smith. Because Charlo at 154 was unbeatable. But I hope Jamal Charlo get his shit together. And I hope he get motherfucking Canelo back after that. Get some get back for his brother. Because Charlo is the bigger Charlo. He's been the bigger Charlo. He been sitting up there. See, Canelo is a 154 fighter. But people don't realize Canelo's been at 168 for 7 fucking years. Just like Bud was a...
Not 7.
Huh?
Give him about 3 max. He ain't been 3 or 4
Bro,
max,
he won. He won the belt in 2018, Rick. 2018, Rick. It's 2025 now, baby.
Damn.
He ducked Demetrius Andrade in 2017.
And ran the 68. Right.
No, he ran the 175. He ran the 175 to fight Crusher Kovalev.
And Kovalev took a dive. That I don't even count.
Well, we knew Kovalev took a dive because before the Canelo fight, Kovalev had all these damn felonies where he broke the girl's neck and he punted the damn dog and everything. Remember, you remember Kovalev? He hid out at his girlfriend. You don't remember that shit, Rick?
I remember
y'all make sure y'all hit
I remember that.
I'm about to tell you about it, Rick. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Let me get 5 people to support the grind for the day. Support the grind for today. You know, Kovalev girl reported him as a stalker, and he got arrested. And as soon as he got out, he was hiding in her bushes, Rick. She came home. He jumped out. He broke her neck and punted the damn dog and broke the dog back. He broke her neck and broke the dog back, Rick. She lived with the broken neck. She just had a broken vertebrae in her neck. LR Vogs. Kovalev took a dive, bro, because as soon as Kovalev lost, all his charges got dropped. All his charges was dropped. All of them. Yeah, frequent. He punted that little dog like a football. That dog was like, it's good.
And white folk don't play about them.
They don't play about them little shih tzus. Them little shits and nickels or whatever the fuck they call. LR Balls. I know you hate to hear it, my brother. He took a dive, bro. Go back and look at that fight. Kovalev wasn't even punching full power, bro. You thinking about Kovalev, Crusher Kovalev, the same Kovalev that killed the nigga in the ring. LR Vol. I can go back and look at the fight and show you where he took the dive. The nigga dropped his hands at Canelo and he stuck his chin out for Canelo to hit him. And he wasn't even out cold. He wasn't even out. So you telling me Canelo is stopping a 175-pounder, but he can't stop motherfucking John Ryder. He can't stop motherfucking Edward Berlanga. He can't stop Jaime Munguia. Come on, man. Popping that jab. Bud is not going to stop Canelo. Bud couldn't even hurt Madrimov. And Madrimov do not have good defense. We seen what Sergey Bobichuk did to that man. We're not going to act like Madrimov got some good fucking defense. Madrimov's defense is ass. Let's stop the shit. He just looked like he had good defense when he fought Bud Crawford. That's what that was. He just looked like he had good defense because he was on Bud's ass. When he was in there with Sergey Bobichuk, that nigga looked like his defense was non-existent. He had the defense of Esau Cruz with Soga Boachuk busting his ass up. So we're not gonna act like Majimov had him with no goddamn defense. No. Banks Hayes in the building, my nigga, long time no see. Popping that jab. Exactly, Rod Walker. Canelo got movement popping that jab. Do you not know that Canelo can sit in that pocket? He mirrors Floyd. And Canelo is going to do like he did with Charlo. He's going to drop his hands. He's going to come forward, and he's going to motherfucking attack Bud. The ring going to get cut off real quick, and Bud's going to feel that power. He think Mean Machine put him down. I bet you Canelo hitting 200 pounds heavier than Mean Machine, and Mean Machine was able to disrupt Bud's whole equilibrium. That's what y'all not thinking about, bro. Like, this weight matters. Jay Smith, who I got winning? To be honest, LR Vol, I would like to see Bud win, but as a former boxer, a former undefeated boxer, and a former Golden Glove, and a person that knows boxing for over 43 years, I know there's no way Bud can beat that man. Popping that jab. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. Bud is not a switch hitter. Bud is not a switch hitter popping that jab. You want me to tell you why? And I'm gonna explain to you why Bud is not a switch hitter. First off, Bud is a right-handed fighter that fights in southpaw. Well, popping that jab. Yes, but what we also got to realize, Spence had broken ribs. He was on pain medication. But Bud still got the win. But Spence wasn't Spence, bro. Spence wasn't Spence. But what I'm telling you, Bud is not a switch hitter. He's never been a switch hitter. If Bud comes out the round in southpaw, he's gonna be in southpaw that whole fucking round. If he comes out in traditional, he's gonna be in traditional that whole round. If Jerome Boots Ennis comes out in traditional, he will switch in southpaw in the middle of a combination. Bud does not switch his stance the whole round. He will stay in that stance the whole fucking round. And no, I'm not, no, LR Vol. I just said, I'm not going to make excuses for Spence. I just said Spence lost. He got in the ring. Spence wasn't 100%. But my rule is if you sign that contract and you get in the ring, it's no excuses. I would have loved to see them run that shit back at a heavier weight. I would love to see Spence versus Bud at 160. Spence versus Bud at 160. Because if you remember, Floyd told us a long time ago that Spence should be fighting at 168. Danny Garcia sat there and said, of course he said that shit, LR Vlog, because they weren't going to make the fight if he didn't. He had already missed out on the Pacquiao fight because of his eye. And remember, he was trying to fight with one eye. Remember, he said, hell, I still got another good eye. But what I'm telling you is Bud is not a switch hitter. Bud is a right-handed fighter that fights out of southpaw. He fights out of the southpaw stance, so he puts his dominant hand first. That's why he can get off. That's why he got a hold of Spence early. That was one of the reasons, because Spence is a true southpaw. But Bud had his power hand first. So his jab was snapping quicker than Spence's jab because that's Bud's dominant hand. So he's throwing that shit faster and he's attacking. That's what I'm saying. Bud is not a switch hitter, but Bud is a very good fighter because he tricking the game because he's a right-handed fighter fighting out of southpaw. He puts his dominant hand first. That's how he was able to outclass Spence with the jab because his power hand was going while Spence still had his lead hand. And one thing about it, Bud, that makes his straight left is not going to have as much power because if he's in southpaw, his left is his weaker hand. If you notice in southpaw, Bud still gets him out of there with that right because he will hook off. He will hook off. He's like Roy Jones hooking with his power hand, or he can uppercut with it like that. His straight left is kind of awkward from the southpaw position.
And Bud just might as well just be southpaw all the time because he'll start off orthodox and 90% of the rest of the fight he's southpaw. I mean, he a southpaw to me. That's what he in the most.
Well, no, I mean he fights southpaw, Rick, but he ain't southpaw. You feel what I'm saying? Like Bud is right-handed.
Yeah, he right-handed. Yeah, he right-handed all the way, but he fights southpaw easily 90% of the time. And
I feel like he fights
that way against Canelo.
You know what? I feel like he fights better in a southpaw stance with his lead hand first. Like that's an advantage right there because he got his. That's an advantage having your power hand right there. But the disadvantage is, that power jab and that check hook. But the disadvantage of having your power hand first is you can't come with that full hook or that straight. That straight or that full, it ain't gonna have as much pop because you got your strong hand up front. So when you twist your hips or you roll your shoulder, that hook or that motherfucking straight is not gonna have his left straight is not gonna have the power it's supposed to have. Now, if he's in orthodox, that motherfucker hits you with that rolling hook or that motherfucking straight right, that's your ass. Because you know that's his power hand, and that motherfucker coming like a 90-mile fastball, and it's coming right down the gut. But he can't throw that left like that.
And that straight right coming at him in southpaw stance, he got to fix that against Canelo because he ate way too many straight rights against Madrimov. I mean, luckily Madrimov was hesitant to come with a lot of full combinations because he picked and choose. He just wouldn't open up, fearing Bud's counter. But he can't eat those kind of constant right hands from Canelo, man. He can't at all. Need another break up. I just saw Bud, who was that? Ryan Clark. He was having a basketball shootout with Ryan Clark, and he clearly shoot with that right hand. So he's 100% right-handed, man.
Exactly, Trey. Triple G couldn't hurt Canelo. Like Canelo has a beard. The only way the only way you can stop Canelo, and people don't do it, but my coach already told me. If I was fighting Canelo, I would know how to stop Canelo. I wouldn't be hitting that nigga in his goddamn big ass head. I would be hitting that nigga all in his ribs, all in his bread basket, all in his guts. All my shots would be landing in his midsection. That's the way you take a motherfucker like Canelo out. You can't take Canelo out by chopping his head off. You got to chop down the core. But the dangerous part about it, while you working his body, you got to watch his hook. Because while you throwing them body shots, that hook can goddamn send you to the next world like it did Haney. But you're not going to take Canelo out with no money. Yeah, Bivol couldn't drop an Haney. Yeah, you're not going to take Canelo out with no headshot. Hell no.
Canelo up to what? 500 plus rounds of pro boxing, and his ass never touched the canvas. Bud is not going to stop Canelo. Bud is not going to drop Canelo. Bud going to have a hell of a goddamn fight on his hand on the September 13th. He going to have to eke out a strenuous ass decision because nobody stops Canelo, man. Nobody.
But the only way you could, Rick, is hitting that body. You got to go to that body. That's the only.
Ain't nobody been able to do it.
No, because you want me to tell you why? Because that damn dangerous ass hook. You see, Jaime Munguia went to that body, he went down from that hook. Edward Berlanga went to the body, he went down from that hook. See, Canelo will counter you with that hook, but you're not gonna take him out with no headshots. You have to beat Canelo body up.
He got Munguia with that uppercut. That was a nasty ass uppercut he dropped Munguia with.
Matter of fact, that wasn't even a full uppercut. That was one of them Razor Ruddicks. Remember how Razor Ruddick used to throw that hook uppercut?
Little corkscrew type shit.
Yeah, that's what he caught Munguia with, one of those.
Damn.
I didn't think Munguia was going to get his ass back up. Canelo hit him harder than that other dude did that stopped him. The other dude that stopped Munguia didn't hit him as hard as Canelo did, but Munguia got back up though.
Yeah, man, shit. That was before he joined the Canelo Juice camp, huh?
Yeah. No, I think he was already there. I think he was already getting that carne asada. He just ain't never get caught. But you know something though? All Mexican fighters are allowed to have clenbuterol in their system. All Mexican fighters are allowed to have 20% clenbuterol because of that tainted meat. Exactly, Rod Walker. They got the tainted meat initiative because their meat in Mexico, they said that's the hormones that they grow their meat with. So they're allowed 20% clenbuterol. But what people don't realize is a motherfucker get juice up on clenbuterol today, have 80% content in their blood, and in 24 hours, that shit would dissipate to under 20%. So how can you stop that if a motherfucker been juiced up on that shit all these days, and then the next day you test him and he under 20% because it dilutes in your system?
Yeah. That's
the way Canelo was when he fought Charlo. Canelo didn't sit down that whole fucking fight. If you remember when he fought Charlo, Canelo, we ain't never seen Canelo that hype. Canelo ain't sit down that whole fucking fight.
He gonna sit down first, Bud. I bet you that. That was mentally, that was mentally frightening for Mel to watch that motherfucker stand up that whole fight. Mel like, God damn. Man. He terrorized Mel with that shit.
No, you want me to tell you what terrorized Mel, Rick? Round 6, when Mel hit him with that pull counter, right? He caught Canelo. Canelo threw a punch. Mel pulled back and caught him. Bah! Canelo dropped his hand. He dropped his hands and came forward. I said, oh, shit. And look, notice Canelo started going into the attack pose where he had both his hands up high in front of him like he was a fucking kickboxer. And he started walking Mel down. I said, boy, Mel getting nervous. Mel started doing the Frank Martin. He started going from side to side. Mel was like, man, what the fuck? I hit this nigga with a clean pull counter. That's the shit that he knocked Lubin with. He knocked him. He hit him with the Lubin shot. And Canelo just looked at that nigga and smiled. He looked at him and smiled, talking about, and that's the thing. Once you can't hurt Canelo don't give a fuck about your shots no more. If you remember when Canelo was fighting Dimitri Bivol, he couldn't get the Bivol, but he kept coming forward. He kept coming forward, and he got mad and tried to slam Bivol because he couldn't get to him, but Canelo kept walking into them shots. He kept walking into them shots. Now, Bud hits Canelo, and he don't hurt Canelo. Canelo's walking his ass down. Caleb Plant couldn't. I'm just saying, you see Caleb Plant couldn't hurt Canelo. Canelo walked it down. Mm-hmm. When Canelo feel like you ain't got the power to hurt him, Canelo trying to do you in a bad fucking way. And Bud already done intimidated that nigga right there and made him look bad on TV. That man started shadow boxing. That nigga started shadow boxing, bro. Hey, Rick, that's what you know a nigga type right
now. Yeah, man. Oh, boy, we in for a treat, dog. We in for a treat, man.
I don't think it go past 8, though, but I want to see it, though. Shout out to Bruce Gas and Jazz, man. And can I get 5 people to support the grind for the day? Can we get 5 people to support the grind? The Cash App, PayPal. Support your boy. Support your boy in the Cash App and PayPal. And yes, I'm home right now. I'm out the hospital. I served my week in the hospital. Bud is not lulling. Hell no, Bud ain't lulling Canelo to sleep. Canelo see everything coming. It's only one motherfucker that was able to frustrate Canelo and do him bad, and that was Floyd. And people talking about, well, Canelo was 20 pounds heavier than Floyd. That was water weight. And one thing about it, Canelo was a 154-pound fighter. He didn't have a chance to pack on all that fucking muscle. Because if y'all remember when Canelo went to 175, that nigga looked like a brick shit house. That nigga was stacked. I say, that's when we knew he was on some shit. He popped dirt. But shit, Canelo, he done been at that weight. Hey, like I said, I would like to see Bud do something, but I don't see Bud being able to hurt Canelo and get him up off of him. I just don't see that part.
That's all right. That's all right. We ready. That's what make it that much more good, man. Because Bud got all these goddamn obstacles to overcome, and shit.
And if he do overcome them, if Bud overcomes all these obstacles, he goes on my Mount Rushmore.
Well, he going up there. He going watch. You know why? And say, look, man, the way Canelo been moving is why it's a little added incentive to it, man. You know, he done ran for Benavidez the last 3 years. He ran from Maul at 154 and 60. He ran from Andre at 160. He ran from the Bivol rematch. So he want to pick on Lil Bud because he feel like it's a shoe-in, like the majority of the people listening. And the way the universe work, the way karma work, the way the boxing gods work, he gonna get punished September 13th with a loss.
Well, you know something though, Rick? I seen Canelo had that bullshit ass fight with Triple G, the last one, where it went number like 14 punches thrown the whole fight between both of them. I seen that bullshit fight he had with John Ryder, where John Ryder was opening up in his ass. Remember, John Ryder went down there and was kicking in Canelo ass, punk ass John Ryder. And then I'm like, okay, Canelo had these two fights back to back. He looked like ass, and now he about to fight Jamel Charlo. I said, well, Charlo about to get this nigga shit. I said, Charlo about to fuck this nigga up. Man, Canelo switched the damn clock back on us. He looked like motherfucking Manny Pacquiao when he came to fight Keith Thurman. I'm like, where the fuck this Canelo come from right here? Canelo was bullshitting on the videos like he was bullshitting working out in the gym. Canelo came in that motherfucker, he was gassed up, and he was ready. And Jamel Charlo couldn't do nothing with that power. Jamel couldn't do nothing with that.
Why didn't Skull see the same Canelo Mel saw?
Skull ain't black. Canelo said there's only one black fighter that will ever beat him, and that's Floyd Mayweather. He said he'd never lose to another black fighter. Canelo said that.
Well, shit. Mel wasn't
popping that jab. Dude, you don't know shit about boxing. Canelo did not outback Floyd. Floyd 12-0 Canelo. Erislandy Lara beat Canelo. Bivol beat Canelo. Maybe you meant to say that they outboxed Canelo. Maybe he meant to say they outboxed Canelo. LR Vlogs. Canelo did say, well, Eddie Reynoso said it for Canelo. Salute to my nigga Fight Game in the building. Salute. Oh, he said outbox by. That's why I said, my bad, I read it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I read it wrong. Yeah, Danny Jacobs was outboxing until he got hit with the... Hell, Caleb Plant was outboxing, if you want to say that. Yeah, I know, Rod Walker. I said I read it wrong. But yeah, Caleb Plant was outboxing Canelo and told Canelo, I'm pretty good, huh? He said, I'm pretty good. And then Canelo finally caught his ass.
Against Danny Jacobs, man, Canelo head movement was the best I ever seen against Danny Jacobs, man. That was impressive, the way he was slipping Danny Jacobs punches down that stretch, man. Canelo ain't no punk. I mean, the dude, he a duck motherfucker, but the dude is extremely talented and he's a little bull. I mean, what?
I understood that Canelo wasn't gonna fight Benavidez though. You gotta realize Benavidez. I don't like it, but Benavidez, you know, he rehydrates for 200 goddamn pounds, bro. Canelo was like, hell no. Nah.
Berlanga was 200. I ain't trying to do that, dog.
No, look, Rick, you know it's a difference in levels. It's a difference in levels. Edward Berlanga on Benavidez can smoke a goddamn 8-ball of crack and he'd still be 5 times better than Edward Berlanga, man. He could have been up for 5 days fucking and smoking crack, and Edward Berlanga could not hold a candle to David Benavidez, bro. It's a Benavidez and David Morrell were two people Canelo were not going to see. Canelo was not going to get in there with Morrell. He's not gonna get in there with Benavidez, and he's not gonna get in there with my man Oli. Damn, what's my nigga name? He's the damn he's the WBO. He the one that beat Morrell back then. Vicious left hook. I forgot his damn name. Olis Iglesias. He is not getting in there with Iglesias. Iglesias will put Canelo in the damn shadow world. Yeah, he's not fighting Iglesias. Canelo picking and choosing. But yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks.
Nah, actually, Vlogs, I think Benavidez's biggest win was David Morrell, somebody who Canelo ducked. How you gonna make Caleb Plant the biggest winner when Demetrius Andrade was undefeated when Benavidez beat him, and David Morrell was undefeated, and Canelo actively ducked David Morrell. So I got to give David Benavidez's biggest win.
Yeah.
Actually, LR Vlogs, he did duck Morrell. Morrell was his mandatory. Morrell had the WBA regular champion. Canelo was the super.
He didn't want that smoke.
LR Vlogs, when you the under champion, you automatically there. But he was taking all Canelo mandatories at WBA. And he tried to petition for the fight to Canelo, and Canelo decided to fight the IBF.
Punk shit. Suleiman let him get away with that WBC shit, man. Suleiman trash, dog.
But you know, Canelo always wanted to be undisputed. So the only reason he went to 168, he waited till Benavidez lost that damn motherfucking title for the second time.
Right.
Exactly, fight game. He don't know that Morrell was Canelo's mandatory. Morrell was his mandatory, and Benavidez was Canelo's mandatory. He had a WBC mandatory, the WBA mandatory, and the IBF mandatory.
Yeah, but every Yildirim, he's my mandatory. I gotta fight my mandatory. Bitch.
How the hell your sparring partner your mandatory, Rick?
Yeah.
That nigga wasn't ranked nowhere. Before they sat there and said they was mandatory, that nigga wasn't ranked in the top 15 on no sanctioning body. The nigga had already got his ass whooped 5 times by motherfucker John Ryder and all them people. But next time he a mandatory. Like, nigga, stop lying to the people, bro. Like, I'm gonna say like this: Canelo has fought some wars. He fought some people, and you know he on his Floyd Mayweather farewell tour, basically. You know, Floyd took Conor McGregor and Berto his last few fights. You know, Canelo taking Floyd. I mean, he taking Bud and somebody else. You know, shit. He see Bud is, and see, I can't even get mad at Canelo fighting Bud. People talk about it's a lose-lose for him fighting Bud. Bud pushed for that fight, just like Mikey Garcia pushed for the Earl Spence fight. How you gonna get mad when a smaller nigga call you the fuck out? If he do, you just gotta represent. Motherfuckers ain't say shit when Roberto Duran jumped up motherfucking 14 pounds and beat Sugar Ray. Roberto Duran was 135. He jumped to 147 and beat the shit out of the damn champ, Sugar fucking Ray. Motherfuckers ain't saying shit about that.
Bud calling out Canelo is one thing. But shit, Benavidez has been calling him out too. And what has he done? What has he done? And
yes,
he gives me nothing. And
yes,
he talked bad about me. He's disrespectful. Bitch, Caleb Plant was disrespectful too. Caleb Plant called you a drug. She never got damn thing else. And you
but he was a white boy. He was a white boy. And LR Ball, yes, 168 was full of Euro bums. You had motherfucking Callum Smith. You had Callum Smith. You had Billy Joe Saunders. You had motherfucking Caleb Plant. It was 3 European champions up there. And Canelo knew European champions was easier
than Andre.
The reason why Benavidez never unified at 68, Mr. Vaughn, if you remember, he pushed for the Billy Joe Saunders fight. Billy Joe Saunders pulled out of the Benavidez fight.
Man,
And Caleb
hold up, Bob. I don't know who this Voss dude is. You don't talk to me like that. Answer you. I never even saw that. And you asked Canelo why the fuck Benavidez never got a shot at unifying 168. Pump your brakes, homeboy. I don't know who you are. Chill out the way you word your questions, man. For real.
Yes, I called them Euro bums. They were Euro bums. Whenever
they were Euro bums.
Whenever they go against slick black fighters or slick Mexican fighters from America, they get thrashed. Look at all their losses from Americans and Mexicans. They Euro bums. None of them would have beat Benavidez. None of them would beat Morrell. They Euro fucking bums. Shout out to my nigga EB Sweat a lot in the cash up with the $2 holler. Appreciate you, EB Sweat a lot, for supporting the grind. Can I get 4 more people to support the grind? You see that saying Callum Smith beats Buatsi. Where Buatsi from? Where is Joshua Buatsi from, Rick?
Buatsi?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Where is he from though, Big Supreme? Where is he from? A fucking Euro bum. Like that motherfucker that fought the old man. Like the motherfucker that fought, what's the old nigga that beat up Rolly?
Grandpa Barroso.
Yeah, Ishmael Barroso. Ishmael Barroso fought that undefeated Euro bum, the black one. He made it where that nigga couldn't breathe. Nigga couldn't breathe in a couple rounds. It's a big difference between European fighters and American fighters. European fighters and Cuban fighters. European fighters and Mexican fighters. European fighters, besides Lennox Lewis, when they get over here, they get their fucking ass smashed, bro. They get beat the fuck up. They get beat the fuck up.
Canelo. Then
that's why we call him.
Right.
That's why they call you. That's why Canelo went to 168. That's why motherfucking that's why the nigga at 168 ducked Roy Jones for 10 years and decided to fight Roy when Roy was retiring. What's your nigga name? Joe Kawasaki.
Kawasaki. Right. And that's why Canelo left undisputed on the table at 160. How you got 3 of the 4 belts and you want to be undisputed, and Andre got that last WBO, but no, you jumped to 168 and 75 instead. And
go fight for 4 new belts when you just need 1 more belt.
One.
You say, Demetrius Andrade was overrated, but not at 154 and not at 160. LR Vlogs. If he was so underrated,
didn't feel that way.
Okay, LR Vlog. You saying Andrade ducked LR Vlog? Why did Canelo duck Andrade then? Canelo had 3 belts. He only needed Andrade for the 4th one to be undisputed. Why did he not fight Andrade at LR Vlog? That nigga jumped the whole weight class with 3 belts. That nigga tucked his ass with 3 fucking belts. And yes, thank you, Rod Walker. Thank you, Rod Walker.
Hold up, man. I got to bounce. Let me run in this building. I'm going to hop back in the chat, man.
All right.
All right.
And yes, Avilia Vildrum, Callum Smith, Rocky Fieldham, Liam Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, because he ain't put it up there. Those are all the Euro bums that Canelo has been fighting at 168. Yeah. And shout out to my nigga Fight Game in the Cash App with the $5 holler. Appreciate you, brother, for supporting the grind for the day. And I need 3 more people to support the grind for the day. And LR Vlog, bro, you can hit the link, bro. You know, it's open. It's an open season, bro. Like, we respect everybody up here as long as you don't be on no bullshit. Like, anybody that wants to hop up here, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. You know, it's the sports bar today. It's all open. It's an open bar right here. It's an open bar. Big Supreme, you can hop your ass up here too. Hardcore hater. But yeah, it's an open bar. Everybody can come up here and talk. It's all good. But yeah, Canelo seen all them Europeans at 168, and he said it's time to eat. He had the WBC block Benavidez from getting a chance to get his belt back. He blocked Benavidez for getting that belt back. And then Canelo ate all the Europeans. And everybody he fought was white. I'm sorry. I'm not racist, but everybody Canelo fought for a belt was white. So yes, Canelo went to 168 to fight Euro bums. And he did it. He beat I think he stopped every last one of them. And I think those are probably the only stoppages that Canelo has at 168 are Europeans. But El Arvlo, we can't act like Benavidez hasn't been that man's mandatory for 3 years. But like I said, those are Canelo's only stoppages at 168 are the Europeans. He ain't stopping the Spanish people. Yeah. I didn't say he stopped all of them 3 here. I just said his only stoppages was that. Well, Big Supreme, hop up here and tell me how it's capped, big dog. Tell me how it's capped. Big Supreme, they gave David Benavidez 4 WBC eliminator fights. And Canelo sat there and said, you know, if we being technical, about it, LR, yeah. I mean, he's not African American. He's not an Israelite. He's a motherfucking damn you know. He's not an Israelite. So he's European. Yep, Munguia was out cold. He did the Munguia what Floyd did to Logan Paul. Well, LR Vlog, what do you want me to call them, bro? You want me to call them superstars? Do you want me to call them superstars? Do you feel like that their boxing skills is equal to the boxing over here? When we seen a clear separation in skill and talent, we seen that. So we're not going to act like it's different. But also, let me get 3 people to support the grind for the day. Can we get 3 people to support the grind? You can hit the Cash App or PayPal. Support your boy in the building. But yeah, Canelo seen it was easier at 168. We're not going to act like 168 was not easier than 154 or 160. He had Jamal Charlo at 160 on his fucking ass. He had Demetrius Andrade, who had the last belt. Canelo could have fought Demetrius Andrade and became undisputed. And do I think Demetrius Andrade, honestly, I be telling Key all the time, Demetrius Andrade, I feel like he was dangerous at 154. I think Canelo probably could have got him at 160. Not at 154, but at 160. At 154, he would have did him worse than Arislani Laura did him. But at 160, I think Canelo power would have got to him. But Canelo ran from that man. And I've always said that Demetrius Andrade, his resume is chock full of B and C fighters, and he went 12 rounds with these B and C fighters. And I told Key, Boo Boo Andrade does not separate himself from mediocre talent. But he actually, he really ducked Jamal. For real. He wasn't trying to get that charho. LR Vlog, I kept it 100. I said at 154, I think Boo Boo would have did him worse than Arislani Lara did him. I feel like at 160, Canelo power would have got to him. But Canelo thought he would lose to Andrade because Andrade was so hard to hit. And Canelo didn't want to chance it, so he moved up. Canelo just needed one belt. And Canelo didn't try to get that belt. So, I mean, you know, say what you say. LR Vlogs, I'm going to fight. Honestly. I even watch amateur fights. He also ducked them too, Big Supreme. We not gonna act like they didn't. We not gonna act like they didn't. But like I said, I want to see it. Hey Rick, like Deontay, man, I feel like Deontay should have went down a weight class. Deontay just ain't got the same oomph for me, man. Like he reminds me of a Devin Haney. Deontay reminds me of Devin Haney, bro. Like he reminds me of a washed fighter. I mean, he really does. You like who are my favorite fighters? LR Vlog. Roy Jones is my all-time favorite. Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Sweet Pea Whitaker. Motherfuckers might laugh at me, but I like the Julio Cesar Chavez. I like the Yuriorkis Gamboa. Hell, I even like the Mikey Garcia. I'm just being honest. And of course, Floyd, and of course, Earl Spence. Like shit, those are my fighters I fucked with. Roberto had heart. That motherfucker went from 135 all the way to 160. Because a lot of people don't know how great Julio Cesar Chavez was, LR. Julio Cesar Chavez was a menace. Julio Cesar Chavez would get in that motherfucking ring and that nigga would go. He was motherfucking what Esau Cruz wishes to be. Even though Sweet Pea beat that man, and I don't feel like Oscar De La Hoya beat Julio Cesar Chavez. Big Supreme, I just sat there and said Demetrius Andrade, he fought B and C fighters, and I said that when he fought against the B fighters, he couldn't separate himself. Oh, okay, Big Spring. Well, LR Vlogs. Floyd would have gave Pac-Man a rematch, but Pac-Man sat there and lied, acting like he was hurt when he was throwing them punches the whole time. I mean, Floyd did beat the shit out of Marquez, and Marquez did send Pacquiao to the Shadow Realm, didn't he? But can your boy get 3 people to support the grind for the day? Hit the Cash App, PayPal, support the grind. I don't even call him Boo Boo no more, Rob. I call him Lil Shitty. Lil Shitty Andrade. Like I told Key that Benavidez was going to stop Andrade ass. And Benavidez flushed that nigga like he was a hard turd. Shout out to my nigga Creo to travel in the building. Yep. But shit, I respect. And oh yeah, right now, LR, I fucks with my nigga Abdullah Mason. I've been telling people since he first started that Abdullah Mason was the shit. And I told everybody that Bam Rodriguez was gonna be the shit when everybody. I told people when he was about to fight for his first belt, I said Bam about to beat him. And I told everybody that Bam was gonna stop Soyron Basai. Yeah, LR Vlogs. Benavidez put a hurting on Boo Boo. He knocked the shit out of Lil Shitty. Lil Shitty couldn't do nothing with that. Look at my nigga Lieutenant Bustin' Sight in the building. My nigga, salute. Shout out to my nigga Cash Crypto in the building. Salute, brother. I'm gonna tell you another fighter that was my nigga, but he was undefeated. Valero. That motherfucker was the one that got the murder charge, but you know, he was undefeated too. I used to love watching him. I think he was Guatemalan or something. Valero. That nigga used to go out there, he used to be bloody as hell, but he still was undefeated. That nigga came to fight. That nigga used to fight his ass off. And that nigga right there, what was his name? Valero. What was Valero's real name? I can't remember that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Venezuelan. I said Guatemala. Guatemala, Venezuela, they did together. But yeah, Valero, that nigga used to go out there and fight. I wanted to see him versus Chavez. Or him versus De La Hoya. Yeah, him and Manny would have been yeah, Valero, Big Supreme. Yeah, him and Manny would have been a hell of a fight. They would have been fighting for blood, sweat. Edwin Valero. Thank you, B-Dog. Edwin Valero. The great Ricky Burns. Hey, Bud bumped his head saying that shit, Cash Crypto. I don't know what the fuck Bud was thinking, talking about Ricky fucking Burns. Yeah, Valero. Yeah, Vlogs. Valero got the murder charge and killed himself. I think that shit came from that CTE because he used to take a lot of headshots. And you know them headshots make motherfuckers go crazy. Yeah, he was a fucking warrior. But after that Petula fight, B-Dog, his shit wasn't the same no more, bro. After he had that fight right there, his shit, hell yeah, Big Supreme. After that fight right there, that nigga head wasn't right, bro. People don't realize, bro, your head is not meant to get hit in. You're not supposed to get hit in the fucking head. And that shit right there will knock your noodles loose. And once your noodles get knocked loose, the shit ain't the same. It is not the same. If I ask who was the best Mexican fighter, I don't know if I don't know who would be better between Chavez and Roberto Duran. I don't know which one is better. Appreciate your LR vlogs, but pretty soon I'm gonna have to go to my other channel because this channel demonetized. Yeah, Canelo's the most accomplished. Canelo is Irish. That nigga, he red and he's very pale. Yeah, I'm thinking Durant too. But you know how it goes. But you know, your boy's home. Let me get 3 people to support the grind. Can I get 3 people on the Cash App or the PayPal support the grind for the day? That dude named Upper. That dude named Dave. What up, bro? I had to catch your shit at playback because I was basted when I came home, brother. Had me rolling like a motherfucker, boy. Did it. I'm happy to see him. Oh, Duran was from Panama. Oh, well, and that narrows the choice down there. Yep. But yeah, I hope all y'all doing well, though. Are you going live today, that dude named Dave? I can't wait to see the press conference. I just hope they keep the same energy. I don't want them going back. I don't want them going back to that buddy shit. Now they already on each other's ass. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep this shit hot. Let's keep this shit tall. You know my man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Animalistic Savant in the Cash App with the $2 holler. Appreciate you, King. Now, can I just get 2 more people to support the grind for the day and we reach our goal of 5 people support? I just need 2 more people to support for the day and we reach the goal of 5 people. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, like, honestly, I like the game. I like the showmanship. I like everything Bud doing. See, that's what I'm talking about, Rod Walker. Like, ain't nobody worried about Sherez and Berlanga, Zapata and Shakur. Like, Turkey should be promoting the Shakur and Zapata fight. Like, hell, that's a hell of a card right there. They got Matias versus, man, do Turkey not understand the gems that he got? He got Sherez versus Berlanga. He got Shakur versus Zapata. He got motherfucking Sabril Matias versus Puello. He got Andy Hirakoa versus Gary Antoine Russell. Like, nigga, that card could be pay-per-fucking-view. You should let the PBC put that card on, make it pay-per-view or something, nigga. Like, nigga, that nigga ain't got no type of motherfucking sense when it come to making boxing or nothing like that. Like, that shit crazy. He ain't got no type of sense. Hell, Rick, I don't think they got enough money to pay people on the undercard. Turkey spending so much damn money on that damn card. He need that card to hit. He need that motherfucker to hit like a damn seizure. Shout out to my brother Zulu Line in the building. He must be on the other channel. But salute to everybody. You know, we coming through. I'm gonna talk to Dr. Key, see if she can come back in here. She watching the war efforts. You know, the war got my homegirl nervous. Got her nervous. That's what it is. She just nervous. Hell yeah. But salute to everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Put an hour, 30 minutes in. To listen to you and buy the dip. I'm gonna tell her, bro. Or you can go into the Discord that dude named Day. We do got a Discord. If y'all don't know, we got a Discord too. Somebody can put it up there. You can tell it the Discord. But shit, I'm gonna wrap it up. You know, I'm home. You know, I got out yesterday. Salute to everybody that came through for the day. You know, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for supporting the grind. Tomorrow we will be on the other channel tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all come to the other channel tomorrow. I'm gonna start working that channel tomorrow. And like I said, I still need 2 more people to support the grind if y'all can. If you can't, it's all good. I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that does support the grind. You know, y'all keep this channel going because y'all know the people, they try to suppress the voice. They try to take away, you know, they took away the monetary gains over here. So I appreciate everybody that does support the grind. Peace and blessings. And shout out to each and every one of y'all. And I see y'all in the Discord. And we should have a fight this weekend in the Discord. I'm going to see if Key can run it or somebody so we can get it up in there. But peace and bless to all y'all, man. And I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple off Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding.